China, 67%. That's tariffs charged to the USA, including currency manipulation and trade barriers. So
RLUSD and XRP will complement each other because of the inherent differences of the cryptocurrency.
So let's fast forward to the future, and Bitcoin has failed. How did it fail?
I think it fails through irrelevance. Like it fails to be relevant to people on a daily basis.
largest tax cuts in American history, and that's where we're relying on Mike and John Thune.
Yeah, because I think Eric used the word utility, and I just can't I wanted to double down on it, because I think that if you look at a lot of the activity right now on some of the public network that drove...
Stablecoins have the ability to greatly increase the speed of payments and settlements and to make our economic system even more efficient.
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all them empty.
What's up, good glitches? If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. We got XRP dipping as new tariffs drop. XRPI's breakout as symmetrical triangle pattern hints at a $6 target. Analyst says we're also going to take a look at the new proposed plan as U.S. would impose the following tariffs in response to rates currently charged to American goods. XRP, $2.02. Ripple stablecoin launches on Kraken and integrates into payment platforms as its market cap nears 250 million. Stablecoin takeover. Brad Garlandhouse says in the largest study ever of crypto in the U.S., the NAT Crypto Association found that 21% of Americans hold crypto. 76% of them said it has a positive impact on their lives. That's why orgs like the NCAA are so important, spotlighting the practical, everyday use cases possible through crypto. How many of them are holding utility bags like XRP? They said what we discovered might change how you think about crypto. It's not about hyper speculation. It's real people using digital assets in surprisingly practical ways. You can check out the full report at ncaa.org/resources 2025 State of the Crypto Holders Report. Crypto goes mainstream. Meanwhile, stablecoins should be trusted. Ripple, compliance first and built for real world finance. RLUSD is setting the standard. Realness. Now live in Ripple payments, RLUSD powers enterprise payments, assets, tokenization, and DeFi, nearing 250 million market cap, 10 billion plus in trading volume. Available on Kraken FX, LMAX, Bullish, Bitstamp, and more. So it begins. And here we got the article here from Ripple posted today. Ripple integrates RLUSD into Ripple payments, driving enterprise demand and utility, powering cross-border payments with RLUSD and Ripple payments. Unlike many stablecoins, which are designed for retail use, RLUSD has built-in global enterprise utility to improve the speed and efficiency of cross-border payments. We're seeing the market cap continue to grow, outpacing our internal projections in short order. RLUSD is being used for a number of use cases, including use as collateral in both crypto and TradeFi trading markets. RLUSD is ideal for a number of financial use cases, allowing enterprises to facilitate instant settlement of cross-border payments, access liquidity for remittance and treasury operations, seamlessly integrate with the decentralized finance DeFi protocols, reliable bridge between traditional fiat currencies and crypto ecosystems, ensuring a seamless and efficient transition when entering, on-ramping, or exiting, off-ramping crypto space, provide collateralization for trading, tokenization of real-world assets such as commodities, securities, treasuries, on-chain. RLUSD sets the standard for stablecoins, combining innovative functionality with the regulatory rigor and credibility of the NYDFS issued New York Limited Purpose Trust Company, banks, enterprises on their way to pump our bags up. Speaking of stablecoins, Angelica, this is why RLUSD helps XRP. RLUSD transactions on the XRP ledger require XRP to pay gas fees, which are burned. This reduces the XRP supply. More RLUSD usage means more XRP burn. David Schwartz breaks it down. Why is Ripple USD good for the XRP ledger?
While XRP is the native currency on the ledger, it was built to support any type of asset, crypto or fiat, issued to trade on the DEX. Bringing more credible assets on the DEX, like RLUSD, drives direct and indirect benefits. For example, it drives more trading volume, which natively uses XRP as a bridge asset through auto-bridging and generally benefits users, developers, and apps. A unique feature of the XRPL DEX is that auto-bridging utilizes XRP as the native currency to facilitate trades between any two assets on the ledger. It automatically considers XRP as an intermediary to find the most efficient trading route across assets. RLUSD and XRP will complement each other because of the inherent differences of the cryptocurrencies. For Ripple's proprietary payment products, XRP will continue to be used as a bridge currency. Given the XRPL's speed, cost, and scalability, we see RLUSD being able to foster the growth of new on-chain applications like real-world asset tokenization, foreign exchange markets, and trade settlement. We're entering a growing market expected to see significant expansion, especially with stablecoins. Builders will certainly take advantage of the new opportunities presented by this ecosystem.
More RLUSD usage means more XRP burned. Uphold, it's time to modernize the payment system, period. It's time to modernize the US payment system, XRP ledger, with a single API. Cointelegraph, now under the proposed plan, the US would impose the following tariffs in response to rates currently charged to American goods. Trump, they do it to us, we do it to them.
China, 67%. That's tariffs charged to the USA, including currency manipulation and trade barriers. So 67%, I think you can, for the most part, see it. Those with good eyes, with bad eyes. We didn't want to bring, it's very windy out here. We didn't want to bring out the big charts because it had no chance of standing. Fortunately, we came armed with a little smaller chart. So 67%, so we're going to be charging a discounted reciprocal tariff of 34%. I think, in other words, they charge us, we charge them less. So how can anybody be upset? They will be, because we never charge anybody anything, but now we're going to charge. European Union, they're very tough, very, very tough traders. You think of European Union, very friendly. They rip us off. It's so sad to see. It's so pathetic. 39%, we're going to charge them 20%, so we're charging them essentially half. Vietnam, great negotiators, great people. They like me, I like them. The problem is they charge us 90%. We're going to charge them 46% tariff. Taiwan, where they took all of our computer chips and semiconductors. We used to be the king, right? We were everything. We had all of it. Now we have almost none of it, except the biggest company is coming in. We're going to end up with almost 40%. Lee Zeldin's working to get their approvals. And it's an amazing company. Mr. Wei, of one of the great companies of the world, actually. They're coming in from Taiwan, and they're going to build one of the biggest plants in the world, maybe the biggest for that. But 64%, we're going to charge them 32%. Japan, very, very tough, great people. And again, I don't blame the people for doing it. I think they're very smart in doing it. I blame the people that sat right in that Oval Office, right over there, right behind the Resolute desk or whichever desk they chose.
Japan, 24%, India, 26%, South Korea, 25%, Thailand, 36%, Switzerland, 31%, Indonesia, 32%, Malaysia, 24%, Cambodia, 49%. We got Bitcoin news. Jack Dorsey, Bitcoin fails by being irrelevant. It becomes irrelevant if it's only a store of value and it's not used for everyday payments. The real store of value is in utility bags like XRP.
So let's fast forward to the future, and Bitcoin has failed. How did it fail?
I think it fails through irrelevance. Like it fails to be relevant to people on a daily basis. If it just ends up being store of value and nothing more, I don't think it gains relevance at all. I think it has to be payments for it to be relevant on the everyday. Otherwise, it's just something you kind of buy and forget and only use in emergency situations or when you want to get liquid again. So I think if it doesn't transition to payments and find that everyday use case, it just gets increasingly irrelevant. And that's failure to me.
XRP, built for utility, built for payments, built for all the money, all the value. Watch your guru. Trump promises to pass the largest tax cuts in American history.
And now we're going to pass the largest tax cuts in American history, and that's where we're relying on Mike and John Thune. And we will not cut Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid benefits.
Tax-free on American cryptos like XRP coming to a wallet near you. Subject views, ashes to ashes, dust to dust for all the projects with real-world utility. XRP, the king of utility.
Quick add, because I think Eric used the word utility, and I just can't I wanted to double down on it, because I think that if you look at a lot of the activity right now on some of the public network that drove a lot of this really exciting growth are activities that if the market were to take a downturn will be the first to go away. And that's why I think it's extremely important. Coinbase working on payments, tokenization, real world utility. If the S&P 500 goes down even 20%, people will still have to do repo. People will still have to do payments. And I think that that is extremely important for us as an industry, is to create real world utility that is not necessarily as sensitive to market volatility.
XRP, the king of use case. Mr. Man XRP US is working to get the stablecoin legislation out. Fedwire ISO 20022 transition takes place July 14th. Swift will be conducting live trials in July, then get ready for Swift's big shift to ISO 20022 in November. The regulation jar of molasses is about to burst open.
Stablecoin legislation. Stablecoins have the ability to greatly increase the speed of stablecoin legislation. Stablecoins have the ability to greatly increase the speed of payments and settlements and to make our economic system even more efficient. Stablecoins will also support the advancement of the US dollar around the globe. If we allow other countries to fill the void before the United States is able to put together a robust stablecoin regime, we will regret it when the transactions around the world are done with currencies from geopolitical adversaries like China.
Got Joshua Dalton. I think XRP will start running next week, not this week. It's based on the chart. A new candle is on Monday, April 7th. We got one from Mustache. Altcoins update. March monthly close was above the blue line, a simple line that determines whether altcoins are in a bull or bear market. We're currently in a bull market. Ignore the noise. Sentiment of the most people is bearish, and that's a good sign. We're still in the Bitcoin BTC halving speculation cycle, projected to last at least until the fall of 2025. At Grad Crypto XRP April candle formation. April is shaping up to be a dynamic one where we'll see tests at both ends of the range. Here's what to expect. Low testing. XRP will likely revisit the lows around 190, 179. Those will be a wicking process. Highs testing. We will also test upper range at $280, $3, which will also be a wicking process. Potential upside. We could see upside around 62 to 70% from the lowest point of the downside wick. Still in the boredom phase I previously discussed. Final blast off after revisiting the $2 region one last time. We could see a significant blast off in this cycle. Ready or not, XRP will take you by surprise. Did we hit that currently right around that $2 region? I'm sure you've been seeing the action figures been going around on X. We got the official Bagman action figure limited edition, suited up with the XRP drip, including a money bag, microphone, and a DCENT wallet. If you want to create your own action figure, here's the instructions for making your own action figure on ChatGPT. Use the prompt below and replace name and 1, 2, 3. All you got to do is paste that prompt into ChatGPT and then change the name here to whatever you want, and then whatever accessories you want, and then upload a photo or whatever you want the action figure to look like, and then hit enter. With that being said, Batman bag ladies, the longer they take, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP rich list. Top 10% holder, 2,500 XRP, top 1% holder, 52,000 XRP, and the top 0.1% holder, 388,000 XRP. Link in the description for the proper Moon Party 4th edition 426 2025 right around the corner. xrpbags.link/Moon Party. Where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Catch you up here on the mothership. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander. Don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. BYOB, bring your own bags, be your own bank, be your own boss. See you at the tippy top. Later, glitches.
Later, glitches.
Welcome to the party. It's the Moon Party. Hey. the party. Welcome to the party. This a moon party. This a moon party. Welcome to the party, we don't play around here. Moon suit on or you get sprayed